how are you doing? Consulted by G-Dot family. We're back at it with another video that's gonna free us financially, mentally, and spiritually. I'm loving it. I love when we get to interview millionaires. I love interviewing millionaires, billionaires, even someone that's up 5 figures. I love seeing it because they give us some game that you would never got unless you watch this video. So let's tap in and see what they gotta say.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, question for you.
I've seen your video.
Yeah, is this your Rolls Royce?
If I have the key, does that mean it's mine?
It's yours, yes, sir. How did you get rich?
I've seen your
What
videos.
did you do? What did you do?
I started a magazine for black women called Essence. The magazine came
Oh, he
out
started
in
Essence?
1970, so it's still publishing. 56 years.
What
That's
was
crazy.
The most amount of money you made in a single year?
I don't want to talk about that.
It looks like John
Range of
Gruden.
Revenue, was it more than $1 million?
Oh, way more.
More than 10 million?
Way more.
You insult me.
Hey, was it more than 50 million?
You insult me.
Are you serious? So was it
He has.
company?
I don't think. See, I don't think he's familiar with Essence. Essence has. I don't want to put a target on his back, but I would assume since 1970, Essence has cleared over $1 billion. Easily cleared over $1 billion. I remember literally going in like my dentist, my doctor, and seeing Essence is like Essence and Jet magazine were literally like the two black magazines that were published everywhere. They're the only magazines I know of that specialize in black people. So in black faces at least. He had to have cleared over $1 billion, literally, especially like nowadays, things might have slowed down just with the excelling of the internet era. But back in the day when everything was print, oh yeah, definitely cleared over $1 billion for sure.
How old are you today?
85.
You're not 85. Are you serious?
Oh my God, 89.
89 years old.
This car right here, at the time I bought it, it was $515,000. Now they're about $200,000 more. I collect cars, so.
How does somebody become rich in today's world?
It's easy.
How?
Well, first of all,
I love it. Let's get into it.
Rolls-Royce has been known as one of the most exclusive car brands in the world.
Isn't
But
it?
here in Beverly Hills,
Oh, it's in
it's
Beverly Hills.
different. A place where driving a Rolls-Royce isn't rare, it's normal. And every single one of these cars has a story. A story of how someone went from nothing to affording one of the most expensive cars in the world. So today, I'm going straight up to Rolls-Royce owners to ask them one question. How did you get rich? Entrepreneurs
Let's do it.
to investors to millionaires. And later in this video, we're going to be interviewing a billionaire at one of the most expensive houses in Los Angeles to ask him how he got Rolls-Royce rich. So let's get this
Let's
video
do
on
it.
the way.
Sometimes I miss LA. Sometimes I really do. This brings back a lot of memories, man. Sometimes I genuinely do miss LA, but I miss being on the rich side of LA. Like I live downtown LA in Circa, and honestly, one thing I will tell you about living there, if you're not gonna stay in Beverly Hills or you're not gonna stay in the rich suburbs part, the portion, and you can afford that, it's not really worth living there. If you can afford to live there and you can afford to live in like nice areas like this with all these beautiful houses, worth it. But if you're gonna stay downtown, Crenshaw, Inglewood, all these, it's not worth it. You're just gonna end up in a lot more problems than you're gonna get anywhere near as close to as many opportunities as you get problems.
To them and figure out exactly how they got rich. Come on. Excuse me, sir. Sir, how old were you when you became a millionaire?
Not even.
Hey, real quick, sir. I grew.
I'm a little more humble than that.
No, I got you. I grew a channel to 22 million followers. I go all over the world asking
I
people.
appreciate it, but I'm a little too humble for that. I've seen you before and you do a great job.
Excuse me, sir.
Nothing I can do about that.
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
maybe next year.
No, sir. So I have a channel. I grew to 22 million followers. I've interviewed 48 billionaires in the last 5 years, like Mark Cuban, Michael Rubin, Arthur Blank.
I'm a friend of Michael Rubin's.
Are you actually?
Yep.
I've interviewed him before. Could I ask, what line of business were you in?
No,
No? Were you a business owner, though?
no,
No? What was your main business? You can't tell me?
nope.
Have a good one, sir. Thank you for your time.
Hey, he tried. He pushed it. Not too much though.
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
Paddock,
Real quick. Hey,
Tech.
sir. Excuse me, sir. Is this your Rolls Royce? How did you get a Rolls Royce, man?
I'm working hard.
And what line of business are you in?
Cannabis, rolling paper actually.
Can you turn the music down for a second? We have a channel with 22 million followers. I've interviewed 48 billionaires in the last 5 years. We've interviewed Tom Cruise, Tom Brady. I interview successful people. I'm interviewing Rolls-Royce owners in Beverly Hills today, asking them how they made their money. At your business now, how long have you been running that company today?
14 years.
And what's the name of the business?
Futurola.
What was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
I don't want to talk about that.
Could you give me a range of revenue? Was it more than $1 million?
Oh, way more.
More than 10 million?
Way more.
Not more than 100 million.
It's less than 100 million.
High eight
Between there,
figures
so
still.
yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
Very nice.
Did younger you have any idea that you were going to be driving a Rolls Royce in Beverly
Absolutely
Hills?
not.
But this is a very regulated business to be in, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So how have you kind of navigated the government regulations? It's tough to get into cannabis. How did you get into this?
We don't do any regulations. We just do paper, rolling paper,
Do you
machines.
smoke yourself?
I do not.
You
no,
don't smoke.
Never
So
smoke,
you don't
no.
get high on your own supply.
No.
You don't do that.
You know,
But that's
America-
honestly, that's beautiful that he doesn't smoke, because now I want to say he's not. He's taking a back seat to the business. Now he can get more experience by asking people that do smoke, consulting people that are in the business. Because just because you don't do something doesn't mean you can't get into that business. Just because you don't drink doesn't mean you can't get into the liquor business or something around the liquor business. Just because you don't work out doesn't mean you can't get into the fitness realm. People always limit themselves to, oh, I don't do that, so I can't get into that. That doesn't matter. If you're interested in it, you're knowledgeable in it, and you want to do it, that's all that matters for real. Especially with his company called Futurola. I spoke personally. I have never ever heard this man's company, but that's not a bad thing. That just goes to show there's so many people out there making so much money, and you will never know, because the world is a huge place.
Everything's possible.
Everything's possible.
Yeah. Work hard and you can do whatever you
So do you think this is the best country to do business in?
For sure, absolutely.
How old are you today?
54.
54. You look amazing for 54.
Thank you so much.
Somebody wants to own a Rolls Royce in today's world. This is a lot of people's dream car right here. What do they have to do?
Connect yourself with good people, and that's hard to find these days. Right? You know, trustworthy people, happy people, have discipline, wake up in the morning, work hard. I came from boxing, became a world champion. It takes a lot of discipline, and that discipline came with the hard work.
Well, you have amazing advice.
No, it was very nice to meet
Thank
you,
you so
man.
much for your time, and I appreciate you. Have a great day, sir. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. So we go up to my guy in the matte black Rolls Royce, and he got rich off cannabis, but not just cannabis like the product. He found a super specific niche selling rolling papers, which is just a
Definitely.
great reminder to everybody. There are so many different ways to get rich in today's world. He had an idea, came from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and made millions of dollars in America. Crazy good interview. We gotta keep this thing rolling and go find our next Rolls Royce
Let's
mobile
do it.
out here in Beverly Hills. Come on. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Question for you.
I've seen your videos.
Yeah, is this your Rolls Royce?
If I have the key, does that mean it's mine?
It's yours, yes, sir. How did you get rich?
I've seen your
What
videos.
did you do? What did you do?
Hustle, 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 grind, grind, grind,
And what kind
and
of
lift
business?
others while you excel. Real estate and the defense industry.
The defense industry.
defense
How
industry.
big is that popping right now? We know what's going on in the world. Is that a good business to get into right now?
It's long term, and as long as they're enemies, they're going to be wars.
How old are you today? How old are you today?
You never ask a woman her age.
How old are you? How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
48?
Okay, 48 is good.
Is that a good guess?
That is a great guess.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Last question.
Let me get 2 or 3 quick ones. It'll be worth it. I promise you. We've got 22 million followers. We've interviewed
22 million.
48 billionaires we've interviewed on the channel.
Okay, I'm not a billionaire.
That's all good though. Are you a business owner?
I concentrate in the creative space, focusing on veterans and their struggles and their accomplishments and highlighting what they do. Because you serve your country, somebody shoots at you, you shoot back, you come back, you reset, and you contribute to this economy, to this environment, to this atmosphere, to what makes America a great place.
My dad was a West Pointer.
Outstanding.
He was the garrison commander of Camp Humphreys in South Korea.
Army strong. I'm
Yes.
not Army,
Yeah.
Marine Corps through and through.
Thank you
but
for your
I
service.
say, no, brother, you're worth it.
What's the #1 lesson that the military taught you about leadership that you took into business?
First, you have to follow before you can lead. You learn something from everyone you encounter. You do that, you're making it.
Did you come from a rich family?
No,
You
dirt
didn't?
poor.
Dirt poor?
Dirt poor.
What was
But
your
my
turning
mom
point?
told me, I had several scholarships. I got out of Cleveland. I went to Ithaca College, and my mom said to get out of this poverty circle, education. That education key will open more doors than you can imagine.
But a lot of people don't think a college degree is worth anything in today's
Things have
world.
changed. I can't knock that. But no matter what, education, whether it's content education or the weapons industry education, grow, learn, and excel at that, and it opens doors. I still
That's 100% true. I do not believe college is as useful and as means what it used to be, because a college degree in 1980, 1990, 2000, even the early 2010s, it would really change your life. You could get a job, high-paying job, and you could do anything that you really want to do. Nowadays, it's more inflated. Unless you have like a real degree from a good university, it really doesn't mean much. It's more about who you know and how you leverage yourself. But education is education. You can educate yourself on any topic or anything, and you don't need to go to college. So if you educate yourself on things, you will be a better asset to people around you, and you'll be a better asset to yourself as well. Because the more things you know, the more ways you can expand upon that. The more or less things you know, the harder it's going to be for you to expand upon the information, and the harder it's going to be for you to make money. So you definitely got to keep educating yourself. You're never too old to learn. That's what a wise man once told me. Never too old to learn, never too old to start over, never too old to start something new.
believe that.
Did you have people that doubted you in the business world?
Of course, haters are everywhere.
How do you deal with that, though? A lot of people
Hate is fuel. If they're not hating, you're not doing anything.
What is the number one skill set you would master as a young entrepreneur in today's world?
Adaptability. Technology has changed the landscape, and us older folks, we have a real tough time getting our arms around AI, getting our arms around the next hot best thing. If we can't do that or trust and embrace folks like you who can, then we're going to get left behind.
So are you in the entertainment business at all right now?
Sometimes.
You are sometimes.
Sometimes.
How important is content in today's world for the success of a
Good
business?
grief. Content is changing everything. That changes everything. The iPhone is a feature film made with one of the original iPhones, and it changed the landscape.
think
And it won an Oscar.
So do you think if people aren't creating content, they're going to get left behind?
Of course.
Yes.
You evolve
Yes.
or you become yesterday's news.
Have you heard about Opus Clip?
I have not.
So what it is it's AI's greatest gift to content creators. It takes an entire interview, a long piece of content like this, and it literally clips it up for you. I've never seen anything like it before.
AI is a tool. As long as we treat it as a tool and let everyone know, hey, this is AI enhanced, I think that's fair game.
Does Opus Clip seem like something that you would get started on right now?
Of course.
That's
Of course.
good.
I'm going to check out Opus Clip.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Do you believe in God?
Of course. God is amazing. I don't water God down, but with God is great. God is amazing, and I'm living proof of that. You know, I can plan and God giggles because God's plan is always best, period.
People say, God, who's your God?
Jesus Christ.
You're not afraid to say that.
Of course not.
Why not? We're in Los Angeles, man.
I put God before everything else. God, faith, family. I can't begin to describe in this short clip what God has done for me.
Right.
I know Jesus is real. I know that without him, I'm nothing, and I will stand by that.
And that's the most important thing and most important relationship we can ever have.
Period.
If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more message to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
To win without fighting is best. Sun Tzu.
You got amazing advice.
That is true. That is true. If you can win a war without any casualties, win a war without fighting, if you can win the battle without having to actually go into it, beautiful. I will actually, that just inspired me to read The Art of War again. I read The Art of War when I was a kid, but it's been a long time. I need to refresh it. I want to look back at The Art of War, but an amazing video, amazing interviews. As always, I'm loving the content, and I hope one day when I become a billionaire, I can get interviewed by him or someone similar to him that has a channel that shows young entrepreneurs that you can do it your way. You don't have to give up.